Morning. Good morning. It's good. You gotta pre-trip the truck. We're not gonna go through a full pre-trip. That's boring. I'm not trying to bore you guys to death. Oh no. Just kidding. We're okay. We're okay. Well, hey, yeah. Getting woke up. Late in the day. It's like 9:30, 10, somewhere in there. And I'm not ready to be awake, if I'm being honest with you guys. But hey, we'll check her out real quick. Get her ready to go. So look at this. Middle of nowhere, baby. Middle of nowhere. Lamar, Colorado. I grew up in this area. Actually, I grew up a little out of this area. Lamar was the big city. Back in my day, when somebody said I'm going into town, they meant Lamar. Hey, does anybody know this place? Yeah, whole lot of nothing out there. Good morning, everyone. I'm getting old. It's hard to get up this morning. It's late too. It's 9:30, but I'm about to cross into Central Time, so it's about 10:30. Oh, we're just getting going. But I was up late last night, so I got that. Oh God, does anyone care? Jesus, who cares? I try to make it interesting, but at the end of the day, it's really just trucking. It really just is. Let me do this real quick. I'm having a sort of crisis in my own head that doesn't exist, if that makes sense. I'm so focused. When I started this channel back up, I was like, okay, I'm just going to show my daily life as a trucker. And I'm so focused on having a point now. What's my point? What am I going to talk about every day and all this stuff? And it's just kind of screwing with me. I'm like, yep, my videos suck. My videos suck. But that's all right, I guess. Anyways, to talk about the boring trucker stuff, I guess. We did get loaded and I did a split sleeper, and I had to get within striking distance of Dallas today. So I'm 557 miles away. Be a little bit of a long day, but we'll get it done. I didn't get stopped till I think like 10 last night. And then my buddy Will Burner was live, and so I wanted to jump on with him for a bit, and it ended up being like midnight before we were done with that, something like that, 11 midnight, somewhere in there. But Will Burner's a good dude. He's a good guy, so definitely always fun to jump in with him and have a conversation about whatever it is we're talking about. It's kind of can be all over the place, but that's how conversations work, right? So we did that, and then boy, I slept a lot. For the first time in like a few days, I finally slept really well. So hey, that's what we're doing today. You know, we're in striking distance of getting this done. Well, no, because we deliver most of it tonight and then one pallet at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But if I'm close enough to go to the second place today, because I'm gonna be there. This is supposed to deliver 9 p.m. tonight. I'm gonna be there before that, I'm pretty sure. But if I'm in striking distance of the second place, I'm just gonna go there and see if they'll take it. And then from there, my dispatcher, got to be honest, she kind of had her head all the way in her ass this week. It happens. I mean, I've never been a dispatcher, so I'm sure there's times where it gets confusing. But she's got me going out to Louisiana to pick up a load that will deliver Tuesday in Denver. And she's like, then you can take your home time. And I said, no, I can't. I said, I'm not on home time till Friday. And no, I'm not taking my home time then. So, because that still gives me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. That's another 2,000 miles. That's still money to be made. So I don't know what the hell she was thinking. And then she goes, oh, I was looking at the wrong month on the calendar. I'm like, yeah. So she's already got me dispatched on load to go home, but she's going to have to dispatch me somewhere else after that. Absolutely. You betcha. So that's it. I'm just getting everything plugged in, charged up, ready to go for the morning. Out of vape juice again, so this silly little thing. Maybe I'll find a vape store today. I don't really know. I can't know, driver. I can't know. So anyways, I'm going to finish waking myself up, and we're going to get on the road, see what we got going on out there. Talk to you soon. I just had a stroke. Bye. Hey, we've made it, and I got the safety vest to prove it. How you like that? We got to our first stop. Well, we've been here a while. It's 10 o'clock at night, and the other one don't deliver till 6 a.m., but I'm just gonna have to go there. It's 50 miles away, and hopefully they will let me park. They're gonna have to, or else the load's gonna have to be late. That's the choices they have. So anyways, sorry, had to click a button on my GPS, but we've made it. I'm exhausted. These reefer loads are stupid sometimes, and I'm not too excited about it. Not at all. So I was looking at some stuff today, guys, and I don't know that I'll ever do anything with it, but it looked very interesting to me. Maybe somebody that watches the videos knows about it. And it's like, just because I'm on a 1-year plan to figure out like what the next step is, right? We're just going to try to chill out, pay off some debt, save a little money, you know, have a little stability. Nothing too crazy. Let me grab my vape now. I'm not prepared. Obviously, I'm not prepared for the video, but, you know, nothing too crazy. But I was looking today at, like, the Sprinter vans. I was watching a bunch of different vlogs on that. The over-the-road Sprinter vans. These guys got like beds right behind their seats and stuff, and it looked interesting, but there was pros and cons to it as far as I could tell. The pros, your overhead is much lower. I mean, a new Sprinter van is going to cost you like 70 grand still, and that sucks, but like the fuel cost is way lower. I mean, fuel still costs the same, but they get like 20 miles to the gallon, you know, on a good day anyways. And then, oh, what else was there? Oh, you could park anywhere, you know, nobody's really going to pay attention. You park your van anywhere you want. You can, that sounds like a really nice thing, but they run a lot more miles. It seems like 1,000 a day is kind of their goal. Is what they're kind of going for, and their market is crap right now also. I mean, all freight's terrible, so it's a good time for me to be exploring it. Like, okay, it's a bad time to get into it, but a good time to be learning about it and trying to understand it. I really was thinking about it. I'm like, that might be kind of cool, honestly, and I would want to buy my own if I did that, but it looked really interesting. You get out there and you cruise all day, but I mean, these guys are, from what I've gathered so far, I don't know all the facts yet, but it looks like they don't have to deal with logbooks, which I don't mind, but they don't have to, I don't think they have to pull into scales. They're not messing around with the DOT, but I was really excited about the part where you could just park anywhere. Like, there's a cool restaurant you want to check out, or a casino, or water park. You can pull into a water park. I don't know who goes to water parks, but if you wanted to, you could, right? And I thought that was really interesting, the whole concept of it, the whole idea. But I don't know, obviously. I'm still in the planning stages of everything, because I know that I don't do well in like the corporate world, and I am interested obviously in making YouTube videos. Would I make videos of my cubicle every day? Not really, so don't know what to do with that, of course, but I do enjoy the obvious traveling aspect of trucking, but I thought it was an interesting option. Now, if it's something I plan to do or not is a whole other thing, but I've already started pricing out Sprinter vans, and you want to get the 170-inch wheelbase with the high roof. That's the big one. You know, you want to have the big one because then you can take whatever, a lot more load options, right? And then one guy was saying you can get them in gas or diesel, and he was saying you should get the diesel one because then you can run like a bunk heater, basically a diesel heater for you so you're not having to idle your van and stuff like that. And I thought it was a really cool concept, all of it. I'm like, man, that would still be not really trucking, obviously, but transportation, but a whole different spin on it. So I don't know if anybody's ever done that. That watches this channel, and what you thought of it, especially the owning part of it, because I don't know what kind of money you would make being like, is there company drivers for that? I mean, there must be, right? I think Panther maybe does something like that, but I'm not sure what kind of money there would be to be made in general. But I mean, these guys were talking about like right now the market's kind of crap, so they're saying, you know, we're getting like 80, 85 cents a mile. I don't know how accurate that information is, but they're looking for, you know, $1 a mile type of thing. Well, when you get out there and just bang out 1,000 miles, I mean, you're talking good numbers at that point. You're talking good numbers, and then the fuel cost is much lower on them. So I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud. I don't know what will happen in that year's time, but right now I'm just kind of maybe posturing for it. Maybe posturing's the word, and sort of just getting everything in my house in order. So when I do decide, okay, here's what I'm actually going to do, whether that be owner operator, you know, something I've never tried and I'm not really, don't think I'll look at, but I mean, maybe while I've got this year to think, let's call it 11 months now, because I've knocked out a month here already. While I've got this time to think, maybe I could look at the pros and cons of a per mile lease, right? Just, this is all hypothetical. I'm not saying this is what I will do. There's Thor here on YouTube. I don't know if he watches this channel, but he seems to have had or made himself a pretty decent living off of a per mile lease. Now, obviously, I don't know all his finances, but he seems to make it work. So they're all just things kind of going through my head. You know, I don't really know for sure what I plan to do with all of this in the future, but I've kind of got time to just relax and think about it, which is what I need to do. Because when I was watching all these vlogs about the Sprinter vans, I was just ready to go buy one. All right, let's do it. Let's go get one. Let's get out there and go. And you know, had to have my wife talk me down a little bit, like, hey, you know, maybe now's not the time. Maybe you should just wait for a little while. Maybe we'll get things, you know, a little bit in order before you do that. So anyways, just kind of the stuff I was thinking about today. They are getting with it on unloading me. I am very surprised. So hopefully we'll be out of here soon. Because we got to go. What do we got here? We've been in sleeper berth for an hour and a half, but we've got an hour and 50 minutes we can drive still, 2 hours and 13 minutes on the 14-hour clock, and a 50-mile trip. So as of right now, we're in really good shape. If they keep working like this, we're gonna do just fine. So that's where we're at, baby. That's where we're at for the day, and we'll see what we got going on here a little later. Talk soon. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? It's pretty late in the day. It's like 9:30. But it's been a rough few days with with the schedule change, and I ended up basically being up all night on that last reefer load. So this one's a drop and hook on both ends. I already got it picked up, so I said I need rest. I'm getting too damn old to stay up all night and then just keep going like a young man. Like young people, I can't do it. So I slept in, but yeah, we're getting ready to go, guys. This load's going to Denver. It's currently Monday morning. Yeah, so I should be there depending on how hard I run, Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning at the latest. And I have till Friday, so I don't know what they plan to do to keep me busy. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my dispatcher screwed up. She was looking at the wrong month when she thought when I said I need to be home by the 2nd. So she's got me scheduled to get home on like Tuesday, just because she was looking at the wrong month. So they're just gonna have to keep me busy. That's it. They're just gonna have to keep me busy, because I'm not gonna go home in the middle of the week. That's stupid. So we're God, I don't know, guys. We're doing okay on hours and things like that. I guess we're kind of running them pretty thin, but that's okay. Anyways, I don't really have much else right now. Just getting ready. It is so humid here. I'm in Louisiana right now, and I got out and I need a shower. Just walked to the truck stop and back, and I am soaked. It's gross. It's so gross. So yeah, I'm gonna feel gross until I get a shower here in a few hours, and I guess that's all I can do. That's all I can do. So, oh boy. I tell you guys, I am feeling it. I am feeling it. It's been almost 3 weeks on the road again, with just chaotic stuff going on. We had that early morning delivery in Seattle that had me up at like 3 in the morning, and then we ended up sitting on that all day. I'm sure you guys remember. God, and then everything else after that has just been just crazy schedules, and I am wore out. I can't wait to get home. First night I get there, I'm going to obviously spend time with the wife and kids, but when I finally do get to sleep, I'm not going to set an alarm, and I'm gonna wake up when I'm done sleeping. That's what I'm gonna do. So anyways, yeah, nothing else right now. I'll think about what we're gonna talk about here at the end of the video, but I gotta go scale this. It's 37,000 pounds, so we should be okay, but I'm gonna check the weight on that. And then we're gonna hit the road, bang out as many miles as we can today, and try to knock out the rest tomorrow. So talk to you guys in a bit. What's going on, guys? We're only about halfway through the day, but it's about time to get this video wrapped up. So not much really going on here, but man, I had one of those weekends that, you know, over the road truckers sometimes have, where I was like, fuck this, I'm done, I'm out of here. And I really had to talk myself down off the ledge, you know, and you know, support from my wife, of course, on that, because I was just getting so damn frustrated. And then you know, you mix that with being in the truck by yourself for extended periods of time. I am really starting to feel it when I have been in the truck for a while. You know, it's going on about 3 weeks now since I've had any time off, and I used to be able to just go for months at a time. I don't think I got it in me anymore to run like that, to just go nonstop like I used to, and just go travel the country for months and months. And I just really don't think I got it in me anymore. I definitely can still truck, of course, right? I still can, but you start to get about 2-3 weeks, I am at my goddamn limit. I can't take any more of it, and I just need to get out. So yeah, we had the, you know, the weekend with that reefer load. So for anybody that's not following along, I guess it all started in Seattle with a reefer load I took up there, and they left 11 pallets on the trailer, said you're over by 11 pallets. And then I had to go sit at a truck stop 40 miles away. While I'm taking a nap, one of my old man naps in the middle of the day, the dispatcher calls and says, hey, go back to Costco, they'll take it. So I get all the way there, and I ended up driving late that night. And then my whole schedule has gotten shifted to these late days now for absolutely no reason at all. So they have me deadhead all the way to Denver to pick up a frozen load going to Dallas that has 2 stops, one at 10 p.m., one at 6 a.m. And I'm all crazy with my sleep schedule. It's all over the damn place, and I'm pouring sweat. I got the AC on, but it's not doing enough. It is hot out here. It is hot down here. I'm in Texas now. It is really, really hot. I'm just soaked already, and I just got out of the shower. But anyways, that night, I was having a whole crisis in the truck all by myself. You know, you guys know, you over-the-road drivers, you know, you guys that don't get to go home much, you get it, right? So I delivered that load at 10. They're done by like 11. I go to the next place, they unload it, it's only 1 pallet. I'm done by 1, 2 in the morning. I have to pay for parking, which pissed me off, $30. Maybe I should ask my company to reimburse me. It's their fault, right? They're gonna run me into Dallas that late. Maybe I will. Maybe I will ask them to reimburse me. Anyways, so it's about 2 in the morning, and I'm laying in the truck, and every once in a while, even after 10 years of doing this, every once in a while, I'm laying here in the truck, and I just realized, damn, I'm just here alone, just out here trucking, right? And it turned into a whole thing in my head. What am I doing this for? What's the reason? Like, what exactly am I trying to accomplish? And I was really that night struggling to come up with what it was that I was trying to do. And I start looking around, you know, I'm like, what do jobs pay these days, right? Like, what do jobs pay? And it was a really, really tough night that I thought, man, I'm just gonna I just can't do it anymore. I can't be a trucker anymore. But I'm sure everybody that's been an over-the-road trucker has had those nights where you just don't know what the hell you're supposed to do anymore, and you're like, what other options do I have, and all these things. We've recovered for the most part. I'm starting to set my sights on some new goals. I don't know specifically what they are. We talked about the cargo vans, the Sprinter vans, earlier in the video, and then we had a long talk about it last night on the live stream. Now, there are some pros, but there are some cons also. But the things that I really like, as long as you're under that 10,000 GVWR, whatever it is, then you're not dicking around with e-logs. And I don't know if you're dicking around with scales. That part I'm not clear on yet. I don't think so. But that is the Sprinter 2500. You can get the extended 170-inch wheelbase, and I believe, I got to verify that, because the 2500 is right at around 9,000 GVWR, right? Now, I don't know how that is with the extended, if that changes anything about it. The extended one is obviously a little bit bigger, and if that changes anything. So these things are good, right? You're not dicking around with logbooks. I don't think scales. You can park a van anywhere you want. For the most part, you could get away from truck stops, get a gym membership instead, and all these things are fantastic. And it sounds really good to me, and your overhead is much less than if you're buying a truck. Now, that market is crap right now too, just like the freight market. So, you know, that's neither here nor there, I guess, because all of it's just really bad. So now's not really the right time. But I guess the cons, if I were to think about it, is I wouldn't want to do it as a company driver. I don't even know if that's an option. I think I might have mentioned earlier that I think Panther does something like that. I don't know that I'd want to do it as a company driver. I'd want to own my own van, and the reason is because they run hard. I mean, these guys are running all night, 1,000-mile trips that run all fucking night, and they're expected to get it done. They got to be on time, all this stuff. The reason I'd want to be independent to do that is so that I could run hard and then say, don't get me a load. I made my money. You know, I'm just going to rest for a day or two, and then we can get back to it. I would be adamant that I was in charge of that I was running my own show. So I don't know if that's the way I'll go, but I am very, very much intrigued by the idea. I'm lucky right now that I don't have the money to just pull the trigger on it and go do it, because I'm sure I would, and that would piss the wife off, because she's like, oh, we just got health insurance, what are you doing? So it's a good thing I'm not in a position to do it right now. But what am I trying to say? I very much enjoy looking at other options and deciding what else is out there, and seeing these things and knowing that this isn't all linear and that you don't have to do the same thing in transportation. And to me, that's the fascinating part about this business. But I was at my wit's end a few nights ago. I'm ready to just get the hell out of trucking again. And I had no idea what I was going to do from there. God, I am pouring sweat right now. This is awful. Awful. But I think I'm getting past that. You know, we're almost ready for some home time. That is much needed. And, you know, we'll get back out here on the road. And the cool thing about having goals, even if the goal changes later, now I've got my sights set on something, which means I'm starting to position myself to be ready to do that something. Cool part is, if that plan changes, then I have still been positioning myself to do something better for myself. So either way, I think it all works out. I think it all works out. But, you know, we'll see how it all goes. But I'm going to go ahead and get back on the road, I think. Oh, yeah, I've been off duty for like an hour already. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And, hey, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.